Okay. Well, good evening. I'm Leslie McCormick, Chairman of the Political Action and Research Committee, and I just want to take a few minutes to bring to your attention some important dates for this election cycle. The first date is April 30th. That's the qualifying date for the federal and judicial candidates, senator, representative at the U.S. level, the judges at the county, circuit, all the levels for the judges. May 7th is the deadline that the Florida Secretary of State has to certify back to the Supervisor of Elections the names of all the duly qualified candidates. This year, there are at least 4 Florida Supreme Court judges that are up for election, just to give you a heads up on that. And on a side note, one of the things I found out today is that May 2nd, which is Saturday, so it's actually May 1st, Friday, is the deadline for partisan candidates to change their affiliation, which is why Governor Christ has until Friday to determine if he's going to run as a Republican or as an independent.
May 1st is Saturday.
It's Friday.
May 1st is Saturday.
Is it? Okay. Well, it's Friday. Friday is the day. I might be off by a day. Thank you. Moving on to the next slide, please. Thank you. Okay, moving on. June 18th, that's the date for statewide and county candidates to qualify. This includes your state representatives and state senators, as well as the governor, agriculture commissioner, county commissioners. And the Secretary of State has until June 25th to certify each of these candidates. Some other important dates: the deadline for the Supervisor of Elections to mail out absentee ballots to overseas voters for the primary and general elections are July 20th and September 18th. So if you have loved ones, friends, or family that are in the military and they're stationed overseas, or if you just are going to be out on vacation and overseas during that time, these are the deadlines that the Supervisor of Elections has to get the ballots out. So that's a date you might want to keep in mind there. Voter registration book closing date, that refers to the deadline to register to vote and to change party affiliations. And then we also have the early voting dates and the actual election dates. I went out to the Department of State website to find out what issues are going to be on the statewide ballot. And so far, these are the 6 issues that have actually passed muster and are going to be on the ballot. I put down the title of the issue, and following that are the sponsors. So you can see the Florida Legislature sponsored a few of them. Hometown Democracy and Fair Districts Florida sponsored the others. I suspect these are not going to be the only issues that are going to be on the ballot in September for the state issues. There'll probably be a couple more, one of which I think is going to be the Florida Healthcare Freedom Act. That's on its way. There's another Fair District issue that's on its way to be on the ballot. And then locally, who knows what's going to happen locally? There may or may not be the light rail tax. But what is Park doing? At this point, we're ready to go ahead and start some candidate vetting. So we want to do a candidate and issues vetting workshop. We're going to look at the judicial and federal candidates first because they're the first ones to be certified. We're also going to look at 1 or 2 ballot issues. So we're going to have to break this up. There's just too many to look at one time. So we're looking to do our first workshop on Saturday, May 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Jimmy D. Kill Public Library here in Tampa on Bears Avenue. We'd love for y'all to come. I hope you do. I hope you do come and get involved. So if you do plan on coming, bring your laptops, notepads, pocket protectors, pens, pencils, slide rules, large mugs of coffee with lids. But please do come. I hope to see you there. We're looking forward to starting doing some vetting. And I also want to tell you that Shelley has need for a data entry volunteer. So if anyone is looking to help out and do some data entry for us, please see either myself or Shelley Rhoda. And at the very bottom, I hope you can all see that, is Park's address, our email address. So if you ever want to contact us, it's a very simple address. That's where you can get in touch with us. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to talk about is kind of an off subject, but very courageous lady. Several people have asked me, you know, how can they get in touch with her to say thank you, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to give everyone her snail mail address, her telephone number, her fax number, and at the bottom is also her website where you can contact her through web email. So if you want to contact her and just offer a word of thanks and support for what she has done for the citizens of the state of Arizona and citizens of the U.S. and all legal immigrants, please do. I encourage you to give her a good heads up. Thank you. And that's all I have to say tonight. And I just want to tell you, if anyone wants any more of this information, if it's not left up here long enough, I did post my presentation out on the Meetup website in the Files section, and you will find it very easily. It's just listed as part April 27th presentation. So thank you.
Okay, next and last on our program, Lacey Rader is going to talk to us about TUF. Does anybody know what TUF is?
Camp under 50.
Tampons under 50.
Yes.
Under 40. Lacey Rader. Thank you.
Discriminatory.
It is? I got up and I talked a little bit about this at the last meeting really briefly, and we ended up having a really great meeting last week for Earth Day. We talked about cap and trade and global warming and things like that, and had some drinks, and we had almost 20 people there, so that was definitely, it was for our second meeting, pretty good. So if you have children, grandchildren, or if you are under 40, and we don't discriminate. If you're 40-ish, that's okay too. But please let them know about the website, and they can go on and join us at our next meeting. It's not on the calendar yet, but it'll be up really soon. Also, last meeting we gave everyone a pack of cards, the Tampa 912 information cards to give to neighbors. Who got those and gave them out? Can I see some hands? All right. So there are more of those. So if you need more, or maybe you weren't at the last meeting and you want to pick some up, there are packets on your way out, right by our speaker who has her books for sale. So they're on the same table. So just pick up a pack or two, hand them out to your coworkers, your friends. We definitely need to keep spreading the word.